Welcome back. Okay, it continues.
The
You
fun
want to
continues.
chastise me now for saying what
I'll try
instead
really
of
hard
Dot?
not to.
Tell
I think there's
tell
a
us the
Stolen Mountain
origin.
home that doesn't know about Dawt Mill. At least I hope not. Dawt is actually a Scottish word, and we get tons of people who come up who want to know the origin of the name Dawt Mill. And we get some wonderful historical photos that people give to us. The Harlands are wonderful for sending historic photos. And there was never a Dawt person, per se, who owned the mill. So after much Googling, it's a Scottish word that means to make more of. So basically what this is from my perspective on it though, is people would come to grind their stuff, their corn. So they're making more of it.
Right. Okay.
So perhaps that's the tie. But
It's a concept more, I guess. Than
yes,
the
more of a
actual
concept
word.
for sure. And it was built in 1897, so of course the name has remained the same. So we've inherited Dawt Mill in terms of the name, and it's a wonderful, beautiful place to work, and the Ozarks are a fantastic place to live. So I won't belittle you about that anymore. But
That's fine.
Now tell us where Dawt Mill is, because there are people who don't know where it's at.
It's in Tecumseh, Missouri.
Now spell that.
No, I'm not going to spell Tecumseh. It's about 30 miles from here, approximately. The best way to go is to go up 201 north to 160. It'll be at a T, and make a right on 160, and then it's about 10 minutes to PP Highway and turn left. I would say that probably half of your viewers, at least, maybe, I'm hoping 3/4, will have been up there at some point and floated us. It was a great place to float for many, many years. And then it was purchased and turned into a beautiful resort, and the mill itself has been remodeled. The grist mill itself is now a restaurant called Henniger's Grist Mill Restaurant, and the mill still operates. And the reason it still operates the way that it does is, that the owner has invested all that wonderful money in restoring the property. So people can come in and actually still see the mill grind corn, not for use any longer, but as a tourist attraction. So it's just really wonderful. So
Neat.
and what we're here to talk about today is it's an arts and crafts festival called Art at the Mill. This is our 4th year, and it's not my 4th year, sadly. I just came on board at Dawt Mill in January, but it's been an honor and it's been a great time. But this wonderful young man, this is his 4th year working on the festival, and every year it grows and grows. And to update, I'm sure he has a lot to say, but we're excited that Dwayne Hada from right here in Mountain Home is going to do some plein air exhibits during the Art and Craft Show, and that's one of our highlights, and also numerous other artists from the Ozarks that he'll be talking about, but I had to mention Dwayne. So This is Jason Laird.
Jason, welcome.
And Dwayne's actually going to be our featured artist, and he's going to do 2 shows both days. And like I said, it's a plein air, which is painting outside. You get to, he's going to set up a viewer gallery and allow people to participate and learn from him. So we're really excited about that. And he's also going to have a booth where he's going to sell his art and demonstrate his stuff. Also from the area, we have the Ozark Wood Turners, and I don't know if you've ever had a chance to see.
We've had them on.
They
They
make
are
beautiful stuff,
yes.
and we're excited. They're also going to be demonstrating throughout the show, and that's going to be a really nice addition. Phil Wiles, Frank Nixon, and Kenneth Higgins will be up there. So,
Actually, to interrupt briefly, Frank Nixon actually brought some pieces up to the mill and has them on exhibit there for us. And it's mind-boggling how beautiful it is. If you just make one mistake, you're done. You have to throw it away.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine that your art would be that easily ruined and destroyed? So, anyway, sorry, go ahead.
no worries.
Well, I'm sure they've got examples of that somewhere, don't they?
He brought one with him the
Did he?
other day, and he's like, "Well, I'm just not going to keep it here. I'm not ready for that."
Now, when is the exhibit?
It's April 27th and 28th.
Okay, so it's Saturday and Sunday.
And the exhibitors will be all over the grounds. And we have a full schedule. Jason actually made a really nice brochure for everyone who's going to attend. And along with all the exhibits, we have a folk band called the Fare-Thee-Wells that will be playing at 3 o'clock Saturday. Is that correct?
3 o'clock Saturday.
And they're
Playing twice Saturday, actually.
They're a fun, really fun, youthful folk band. So I think it kind of fits. The atmosphere fits what we have going on up there.
And there'll also, I guess, be food there with the restaurant?
With the restaurant, yes,
Okay.
it will be. Yeah, it'll be open the whole time. So. And we'll have food and beverages. And we also have Native American dancing. We have a whole exhibition of Native American, a whole family that comes down and they demonstrate for kids and kind of a little powwow and dance, and that's really cool. And
What's their name? The
Falcon family.
Falcon family, yeah. From Oklahoma, is that right?
No, they're from Springfield.
Okay.
And we're really excited. This year we're actually going to bring in a family fun area. It has bounce houses and face painting, and we've never done that in the past. We're really hoping that elevates it to the next level. So that's going to be a really good thing, I hope.
Yeah, it's
So this is in Tecumseh, Missouri.
Tecumseh,
Yes.
Missouri. Tecumseh.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
You put me on the spot.
Plus, it's about a 30-minute drive.
It is.
It's not far from town
And
at all.
you know, it's going to be so worthwhile to come out. Again, if you have children, that's been an issue in the past, from what I understand. You know, if you have kids, they get bored, and you know, the mom and dad can't stay and enjoy themselves. But with the bounce houses and the face painting, it'll make it so much easier. And Cherie, I think is how you pronounce her. Neil, she does a lot of face painting locally. If you've been to an event here in Mountain Home, you've probably seen her do her work.
Gasville in the Parks.
Yeah,
one of her
she
shows.
does some really beautiful stuff, and she's so dedicated. She did some work for Casa with me, and she was the last vendor to leave because she wouldn't leave until the very last child had the art that they wanted to have. So she's a really great lady.
Well, let's give the times again. We're just about out of time, and it's going to be the date and times.
April 27th is going to be 10 to 5, and then April 28th will be 10 to 3.
And free admission to the ground.
Free
Absolutely.
admission,
We
absolutely.
want to stress that people can come if they want to come and listen to music, bring a lawn chair, something like that.
And if they have any questions, we also have Facebook and dotmill.com, and we have a lot of stuff about the craft
And if
fair.
someone wants to come down and do some float tripping,
Oh, absolutely. We're
that's
open, we're
available right
ready to
there.
go.
We've
Ready
actually
to go.
put people in the snow, so we're good.
In the snow,
We are open year-round.
just as long as there's a little bit of water to float the canoe.
That's
And we
right.
actually have sustainable water because we're spring-fed, so that's not an issue. When other people don't have water, we still have water. You know, so.
Good deal. Thanks for driving down.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all being here. And we'd like to thank everybody for being on the show today, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Couple weeks, yeah. We're getting used to this big gap of time here.
Gap of time.
Gap of time. I got you on the calendar, so I'll be here.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you again next time. Thank you for joining us.